Hello, welcome back to my channel. You saw the title, you know what this video is about. Here's the background. I knew what I was doing with the slimes. I let them dry up on purpose, but then I forgot about them for 4 months. Before I get into the video, I want to announce that I have a gaming channel, which is just a revamped or change of direction from my second channel that I ghosted. I finally uploaded some videos on there. If you want to go check it out, the link will be in the description. And yes, if you have trypophobia, I suggest you don't watch this video. You will not like this. Here is the first slime that I'm going to try to fix. The first thing that I noticed was it popped out of the container easily, and the way that it dried up was so freaking cool. It dried up in 3 layers. The first part, which is the colored part, this was originally a clear purple glitter slime. The second layer, which is the clear part, and then the last layer, the glitter. First of all, glitter gets everywhere, so the fact that it's all stuck together like that, and then the second part, the clear part, I don't know how that works, but I don't know. I don't know. I just thought it was so cool. This thing was rock solid, like rock solid. To soften it up, I added freshly boiled water into this, put a lid on it, and let it sit for about an hour. While that is sitting, in the meantime, I will show you the second slime that I'm going to fix, which is this orange beauty. So this was a little bit different than the first one in that it kinda dried in 3 layers, but the second and last layer was actually still in the process of drying, so it's not completely dried up, but the top layer is for sure solid. This one was a little difficult to get out of the container, so I had to use some tool to get it out. In my case, I used scissors. If you do, be really careful. Now back to the first slime. So after an hour, this is what happened. Some parts of it softened up and rose to the top, but the body of it was not quite there, so I couldn't use it. So what I did was I took out the softened parts and decided to create a whole new slime with it. So I added clear glue, and at this point it was a mistake to do that. Let's just pretend I didn't make that mistake, even though you're seeing it on screen. What had happened was, by doing that, I'm over activating the softened parts because it's already slime. At the same time, I'm trying to activate the clear glue. Let's just brush that off. So my next step was to think about what to do with the over activated softened parts. I cut them into small pieces and tried to make this blend together and fit into a slime, and I don't think it looks that bad, to be honest. It gives a texture. Instead of a basic purple clear slime, it kind of reminds me of a smoothie with crushed up fruit. The before and after is definitely a drastic change. I mean, that's all that matters to me anyways. Because this did not dry up all in one body of slime, I was able to separate the top layer from the bottom layers and cut them into smaller pieces so that it'll be easier to melt. So I did the same method where I added freshly boiled water into this, cover it up, and let it sit for about 30 to 40 minutes. I know this is a lengthy process, but trust me, you guys, I've tried the microwave method 5 times to be precise. I even tried adding Play-Doh to melt it. I got no luck whatsoever. That whole process was so frustrating to me. I'ma just do it this way and hope for the best. After about 40 minutes, this is what happened. Something similar happened where it didn't completely melt, but there are some parts where it softened up. So I took that out and decided to create a whole new slime with it. I remembered to not repeat the same mistake. I'm making the slime separately. Even though it's not going to match the exact color, as long as it's still orange, I'm good, we're good. With the power of editing, the slime is finished. The color is not the exact same, but that doesn't matter because I'm going to mix them together and turn this into a cloud slime. I wasn't really following specific measurements, I just did 2 tablespoons of the instant snow, added water to it, and it turns out it was way too much snow and it had a lot of fallout, so I had to fix it. So what I did was I added more glue to it and then that fixed it. I wasn't really going for a specific type of cloud slime. Whatever it becomes, that's what it'll become. I would say this is more a cloud dough. It is one dense, thick cloud dough for sure. It doesn't really drizzle, but it is so soothing to play with. It's fun to squish and just stretch, and the best part is there is no fallout. Last but not least, we have this blue dried up slime. The colors are gorgeous. It dried up the same way as the orange one, where the bottom layer is not quite dried, but the top layer is for sure dried. Again, was difficult to get out of the container, but I managed to get it out. I was able to cut it into smaller pieces, doing the same method, adding boiled water to this, put a lid on it, let it sit and do its thing for an hour. After the hour is up, this is the result, and unfortunately nothing happened. Everything wasn't really melted as much. It was really like just difficult to get any soft slime out of it. I didn't want to just give up there, so I tried adding shaving cream to this, even though I didn't really want to because it's so messy, and that didn't work out. So I tried adding citric acid, 1 teaspoon of citric acid, and then I added boiling water to it, let it sit for a few minutes, and that didn't work out. The fact that citric acid didn't even work was it. That's it for me. I can't fix this anymore, so I am just going to fix another slime. I ended up using some parts that melted, as you can see in the bowl, but I'm not 100% sure that that is melted slime or it was just the colored boiling water. I don't know, whatever. The slime that I decided to fix is this one. I'm not quite fond of the color, it reminds me of a swamp, but I do like how vibrant it looks. It's completely melted. I'm not sure why I added more white glue to this because that added extra borax and extra time to activate this. I think I was trying to lighten the color, but I didn't really see a major difference anyways. I didn't really have a color in mind that I wanted this to become. Whatever it becomes, it will become that color, and I can always change it if I don't like the result. I could just leave it like this, but I wasn't 100% happy with the color, so I'm going to take it the next step further and add Daiso clay to this to not only make the color lighter but also change the texture. Not exactly a butter slime, whatever slime it becomes, some sort of clay slime. I ended up adding some lotion to this to soften it even more, and I am so happy with the result. The color, the texture, everything about this I love. It's super thick, so it's not as stretchy, but that's understandable. I love squishing this thing and playing with it. My real goal is if I'm going to put in the effort to fix a slime, I better love the result so much that I want to play with it and not leave it in the dust. And this is the achievement of that goal. This right here. And that concludes this video. Don't forget to check out my gaming channel if you would like, link in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.